Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to a few minutes of peace with crystals and candles. And just before I choose a card, pick a card for you today from the Crystal Oracle deck, just wanted to take a couple minutes and share some of the beautiful crystals and a few of their properties and how they can help us out. This beautiful big geode here has a gorgeous light sky blue color. It's called celestite, and just like its name, it's said to bring a greater and stronger connection with the celestial realm, with angels. Love this piece, and because of its very light blue color, in a smaller stone, it could be helpful for working with the throat chakra. Each of the chakras vibrates to a specific color, and sky blue is a great color for working with the throat chakra. This is another stone that can really be helpful if you're working on healing and clearing your throat chakra so that you're better able to speak your truth, for example, with love and with power. Turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful sky blue turquoise, one of Mother Nature's beautiful gifts, and that's lovely for working with the throat chakra as well. And as you probably know, a lot of the darker colored stones are wonderful crystals for helping us to ground and connect to Mother Earth. So if you're having a day where you're feeling a little, say, lightheaded or a little spaced out and you need some extra grounding, in addition to, visualizing roots, etheric roots traveling from the bottom of your feet and from your root chakra at your tailbone. You picture roots coming out your tailbone and out the bottom of your feet, and those beautiful etheric roots, you picture them traveling deep down into the earth and connecting to Mother Earth. And then you can draw up, you can visualize drawing up the earthy red grounding energy of Mother Earth back up through those roots into your body to help you ground. That's one of the best ways to ground. But in a quick minute, when you want to help yourself ground quickly, like I say, any of the dark stones. This is tektite. It's really powerful, very good grounding stone. Black obsidian, one of the best protective stones. This is a lovely little black obsidian statue. I think it's Kuan Yin myself. Kuan Yin is one of the ascended masters, those souls that lived a life in human form. And once they'd finished all their lessons on the earth plane, they had the choice to not incarnate again in this very challenging earth school, but they chose not to. They chose to come back to assist all humans until all humans have gone through the ascension process. That's basically an ascended master definition. So Kuan Yin is often said to be one of the incarnations of Mary Magdalene. Kuan Yin, very close to my heart, as is Mary Magdalene. So that's a beautiful black sheen, actually black obsidian. There is such a thing as black sheen obsidian, another type of obsidian that has a beautiful kind of rainbow sheen in it. But black obsidian, one of the absolute strongest, most protective black stones. And in these times with the pretty big, crazy energies that we're living through, not just from a lot of M-class solar flares and a lot of big shifts in the Earth's frequency, the Earth's heartbeat, known as the Schumann resonance. All of those things have a tendency to can throw us off our balance. So good times these days for carrying a black stone with you in your pocket, or especially black shungite. So yeah, this is a black shungite pyramid. I have a black shungite necklace that I wear pretty much every day now. Such a good protective stone. And another good grounding and protective stone, again, all the darker black stones and especially the red stones, dark red like this, can be so helpful for grounding. Our root chakra, Muladhara, as it's known, vibrates to a very deep ruby red. And this is garnet, this bracelet. One of my favorite stones. I wear that every day. Garnet is very grounding with its deep red color. Also, where are we here? Where did it go? Here it is. Dragonstone or bloodstone has, it's kind of gray with little bits of red in it. Fantastic grounding stone as well. Lapis lazuli, a little ball here. Lapis lazuli, perfect, beautiful blue sky blue color, wonderful for, again, working with clearing the throat chakra. And, excuse me, these days, that's interesting that I'm talking about my throat chakra and I just had to clear my throat. It's probably trying to tell me I need to do a little bit of work there. And we all could use work with clearing and cleansing our throat chakra these days, because these are certainly the days of speaking our truth, again, with love, with power, but so important these days. The green stones, any of the green stones, always good for working with the heart chakra. The heart chakra, we tend to associate the vibration of the colors of both green and pink. Pink with the higher heart chakra, which a lot of people feel the higher heart chakra is more around where the thymus gland is. It has more come online and been activated in humans in the last, I don't know for sure, maybe I could say the last 20 years or so. The traditional heart chakra we picture as being a little bit lower in the chest. The heart chakra known as Anahata, and it does vibrate to green, while, like I say, the higher heart tends to vibrate more to pink. Beautiful rose quartz there, wonderful for working with the heart chakra. And these are general colors. I mean, you know, we're moving into a time where we all need to trust our intuition, trust our inner voice. So, you know, when you're looking for crystals to work with, go with what you're drawn to. You know, what I'm saying is definitely not set in stone. You are your own best guidance system. So listen to your own heart with what crystals you're guided to and where you want to use them within the chakra energetic system. But this is a beautiful fluorite, and this is a little malachite frog. I often carry him in my pocket with me. What else do we have here? Oh, this one maybe not as well known. It's called Desert Rose. It's quite amazing the way it's the way all these little rosettes are connected together. And I think it's because of that energy of the connection of all these little small rosettes, these little small pieces all together. It can be a good energy for bringing into a family environment. It can uplift and bring good energy to families. What else do we have here? Well, this is interesting. So these are both citrine, and that's how much crystals can vary in their color. This is a more raw, natural citrine. It's an interesting one. It's kind of like little rabbit ears on it. And this is a more polished and finished citrine wand. Both gorgeous, both powerful. Again, you go with what you're drawn to. That's what's most important. Beautiful amethyst, absolutely gorgeous. Amethyst, always good for working with the crown chakra. The crown chakra, we tend to think of as vibrating to a few different colors, actually. The crown chakra, Sahasrara, if I can pronounce that properly, the Sanskrit name. The 1,000-petaled lotus is what our crown chakra is. And it vibrates to primarily 3 colors. Beautiful purple, so amethyst. It also vibrates to a beautiful pure white and also gold. What else do we have? Maybe leave it there for today. Save some for another day. Okay, so let's see which crystal has a message for you today from the beautiful Crystal Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And let's ask, what is it that we most need to know at this moment in time as our world moves through massive transformation? And I truly believe we are days or weeks away from very, very big transformations being seen publicly in our world, very big truths coming to light. I think it's already happening, but more and more in the public eye, I believe it's coming out. So what do we need to know as we move into these hugely transformative times? Okay. Malachite. Nice. So, like I was just mentioning, malachite with its green can be helpful, among other things, for working with the heart chakra. And let's see the message. And now that was when I opened the book, it was just one page off from the malachite description. And I love when that happens. Often when I'm working with my tarot decks or my crystal decks, when I'm doing a reading, often a card will just jump out of the deck. And by a similar token, often I'll open up a guidebook to the exact page of the crystal or the card that I've just pulled. And that's always a beautiful little synchronicity from your guides and the universe, from spirit, saying, yep, this is the message for you exactly right at this moment in time. So malachite carries the themes of healing, change, insight, loyalty, and patience. So the predominant quality of this malachite crystal is support and healing. This is a time of positive change. Now that's beautiful to hear, because that's just what we're talking about, that we're stepping into truth coming out in the world. And that's going to lead to so much positive change. So, getting back to our reading, this is a time of positive change. You'll soon let go of past regret and guilt, and this will pave the way to a positive and inspiring future. Guilt and regret stem from a misconceived belief that you could have acted differently in the past, and if you had done so, that things would have turned out better, either for you or for others. But the universal law is such that it's impossible for you or others to ever lose anything without gaining an equal amount in return. Life is always held in perfect equilibrium. You are perhaps currently failing to see the positive effects of your past actions, past choices, and decisions. Look carefully and you'll realize that many positives exist, and that life is forever changing and unfolding in accordance to the higher will of your soul. There are no mistakes, for ultimately all serves a purpose. All is designed to help us expand our awareness in order that we can embrace greater spheres of wisdom and love. Bless the past and let it go. Know that everything you've ever said or done, or think you may have failed to say or do, has served a positive purpose for you and for others. I just love that message, because it's so true. Everything in divine timing, and we are guided. We're always guided by whatever name feels right for you to give to it, whether it's spirit, creator, mother, father, God, your guardian angels, your guides. We are always guided. You are never alone. And there really, honestly, there's no such thing as a mistake, because as was just the message with the malachite there, nothing's a mistake. As long as we learn from what we've gone through, and we try not to repeat the same lesson or / mistake. Again, like I say, I don't look at things as mistakes. They are lessons. But when it's a tough lesson, of course, we try not to repeat it again. doesn't mean we won't. I can't tell you the number of times I've I've repeated the same difficult lesson until I got it through into the depths of my soul, and I can guarantee you my guides have looked down on me and God, oh my goodness, Jacqueline, we're going through the same lesson again. But hey, we're humans, right? As long as we're here in the earth plane, we're always going to be learning. We're always going to be going through lessons. So really give yourself some grace, okay? You're a beautiful, beautiful soul. You're strong, you're powerful. You are so courageous just to be here in this lifetime, living through what the world is going through right now, these massive transformations, which, as I say, I think more and more is going to be coming into light in the public eye very, very soon. You can really feel that energy right now. It's that kind of standing on the precipice kind of energy. So I think the message from the Malachite was really just what we need to hear today, a message of healing. Always take care of yourself first and foremost. We can only help others to the extent that we've helped ourselves. And no, we're never going to be perfectly healed again while we're here in human form. Otherwise, we wouldn't bother to be here in an incarnation if we weren't here to continue learning. So be gentle with yourself. You're absolutely amazing. You are so much more powerful than you may realize at this point. So give yourself some grace, allow yourself to heal, and know that everything's unfolding in divine perfect timing. Thanks for being here, beautiful soul, and hope to see you again.